Hey folks, Vlad here from HeavyPlay.net, and today we're continuing with Stellaris Utopia Survival Guide for the new players. In the past guides I was talking about diplomacy and I was talking about research, and now let's get into nitties and gritties. Can you say nitties and gritties? Yeah, I guess so, I just did. So let's get into plans and sectors for right now. And plans and sectors is a feature that Apatos has introduced to this game with, supposedly so, the wish to prevent players from being bogged down in micromanagement. What does it mean? It essentially means, if you look it up here, it will say 10 out of 13. I have 10 planets under my control. I can have 13 maximum, and if I have 14, I will get huge penalties. So, and that's not really nice. So basically we are forced to create sectors. As you can see, I have created several. It's one. These are the borders of the mine sector, one of them. The second one, third one, fourth, fifth, and so on and so forth. Basically, if you have too many planets, you have to decide, okay, I'm going to set these planets into a sector. They are going to be a kind of independently governed entity within my empire. It means they are part of the empire, no difference, no, it's not a vassal, it's nothing like that. It's just, you don't have any more influence, direct influence on it. So, if you check it out here in the outliner, you'll see there's different sectors, but you can also click here, go to F5, and see all these sectors. So, first you will see the plans that you have at the moment, with including the orbital habitats and stuff like that you own, and here are basically the sectors. So let's go to it. Let's check one out and I'll explain everything. It's important to state out that you have a limited number of sectors that you can make. Now have in mind, this is late game. At the beginning you can have 3, 4, maybe 5 planets, not systems, planets. It says directly controlled colonized system, but it's bullshit. It's planets. You can have like 3 or 4 planets that are habitable in a single system. Alpha Centauri, I believe, have something like that. But it's not systems, it's planets. So at the beginning it's really a drag, and you can increase this number through different research, different policy and diplomacy, policy changes, and so on and so forth. But it's really tough. Also, there's a limit to sectors that you can create. See, base is 2, but other attributes and other circumstances in the game can provide you with more abilities to create more sectors. So these are the planets. You can see quickly everything about them, the number of the population, the food. This is the food surplus. This is here is minus, for example. Energy, minerals created, influence created, nothing. And this is of course research. Here we have governor. There is none on A Plata Prime. This is all sorted by name. Population. This is the modules on the station. So it gives you a nice overview about things you have. And here we go into sector settings. So this is Ruby's prime sector. It has this this gentleman here who is really young but also very capable at the beginning, and he is the governor. He's the leader of the entire sector. So let's assign a leader to Yurder sector. First, let me see if anybody is free. Nobody is free. Let's recruit a new one. Okay, leader lifespan plus 25 years. I'll go with that, you know, just for the kick of it. So now this sector has a leader as well. This is the production. These are the production settings, and if you click here, you can change the focus. It can be balanced, focused on providing food, focused on industry or research or finances. You can also say build, do not build, or build military stations, space construction, colonize, and so on and so forth. That's about it. That's the extent of things you can do with the sector. And here of course you can say change the sector contribution. It's 25, 50, or 75% of their monthly production, and these are their stocks. You can see this is really good. Oh, Nectar of Hope is having problems with minerals. Let me give them some minerals, and I'm really not keen I don't need anything from them, and just I'm full with money, so I'll just lower that one. Unfortunately, you cannot get your hands on this money. You can just take a percentage and that's it, which is kind of stupid, but then again, hey ho, it's game mechanics. So you can also hit here and manage sector. So basically now you have this, and you can, these are the planets that you can add. You can transfer some to other sectors and so on and so forth, but for this purpose I will create an entirely new sector. Now I don't need to do that yet, but just for the video purposes I will do so, and I will choose this planet here, Musida. So let's go here, planets and sectors, and create a new sector. See, you cannot just take any system, you have to take system with a planet, and this will be the center, boom, and then I will be adding, this belongs to this system, so it's gonna cost me a while to cost me some influence to transfer this one, but let's just take these guys here and here and here and here. Is this enough? Now let's add Pilgrim and Tem. This is perfectly satisfactory. So this is the new system. I'm going to close this up, go to planets and sectors. It will be Musida Prime Sector. So if I have sufficient, yeah, I can recruit one more leader. Don't really care about this. I don't need any money from them. I'll just let them develop. Let's let them be balanced, and that's about it. Eventually you can add or subtract systems, but that's pretty much about it, what you can do with this system. So that's another sector created. Here in the middle I have my prime planets from Sol, Alpha Centauri, Antares, and so on, Sirius, so forth. The deal is with the planets and sectors and planets to reduce the micromanagement necessity. Now that's kind of weird. Why? Because every Paradox fan loves micromanagement. They just if they're pretty much into checking every little detail and controlling everything from the big diplomatic affairs to single tile and what will be built on it. So yeah, I'm not really certain. It's not a hugely popular decision by Paradox Interactive to do that. I'm not certain why they did it, but whatever it is, it's there and we have to live it right now. So yeah, and if you have the outliner here, just hit O hotkey, and you will have sectors, and you can have specific info displayed, and you can manage the sector and do the sector settings right away, so you don't have to go through the entire from here, like to open up this and scroll and so forth. So this is really useful as well. And yeah, is there anything else to say about planets and sectors? Well, no, as soon as you have subtracted the planets and created a new sector, there's only one planet that is inhabitable. That is habitable. That is both habitable and inhabited here on Musida, and that says now -1. It's now 9 systems that I'm in control of. So yeah, it's not that bad. Basically, that would be everything concerning planets and sectors. So yeah, thank you for watching, and swing around soon again for the next part, and that will be policies and ethics and factions. Thank you very much for watching. See you soon. Bye.